today's video, we've got government leaders panicking, everyday Americans stepping up, and a wave of new reactions exposing exactly what's really happening behind the scenes. And the final update this morning is going to leave a lot of people absolutely stunned for what they voted for in New York City.
I'm Senator Alyssa Slotkin.
Senator Mark Kelly.
Representative Chris DeLuzio.
Congresswoman Maggie Goodlander.
Representative Chrissy Houlihan.
Congressman Jason Crow.
I was a captain in the United States Navy.
Former CIA officer.
Former Navy.
Former paratrooper and Army Ranger.
Former intelligence officer.
Former Air Force.
We want to speak directly to members of the military
And the intelligence community.
Who take risks each day
To keep Americans safe.
We know you are under enormous stress and pressure right now.
Americans trust their military.
But that trust is at risk.
This administration is pitting our uniformed military,
And intelligence community professionals.
against American citizens.
like us. You all swore an oath.
To protect and defend this Constitution.
Right now, the threats to our Constitution aren't just coming from abroad.
But from right here at home.
Our laws are clear. You can refuse illegal orders.
You can refuse illegal orders.
You must refuse illegal orders.
No one has to carry out orders that violate the law.
Or our Constitution.
We know this is hard.
And that it's a difficult time to be a public servant.
But whether you're serving in the CIA,
In the Army.
Our Navy.
The Air Force.
Your vigilance is critical.
and know that we have your back.
Because now, more than ever,
The American people need you.
We need you to stand up for our laws.
Our Constitution.
And who we are as Americans. Don't give up.
Don't give up.
don't give up.
Don't give up the ship.
When elected members of Congress that are former military go on social media and advocate for what I would call sedition, you know the Democrat Party is backed into a corner. You know they are desperate. And I believe they should all be charged and removed from Congress because they are actually inciting good old sedition. We haven't seen that in years. Let's go back to Fort Sumter. What are your thoughts on that? Leave a comment down below, and let's roll right into some national security.
Well, first on Fox, ICE releasing stunning numbers of criminal illegal aliens taken off the streets in Houston during the government shutdown. Bill and I both, our eyes popped when we saw this number. More than 3,500 violent migrants were arrested in a span of just 6 weeks. Among those busted were the worst of the worst, the operation targeting murderers, child predators, and sex offenders. Houston's ICE director giving agents a shout out saying, in part, despite many of them going without pay, they continued to show up every day and give everything they had to protect this community from dangerous criminal illegal alien gang members, child predators, murderers, and rapists.
Let's start with what kicked this all off. You're seeing politicians who are supposed to be in control suddenly cracking under pressure. They're losing the room, they're losing the narrative, and they're losing the people. And when elected officials start reacting emotionally instead of leading, that tells you something deeper is happening. This isn't confidence. This is fear. Fear of exposure, fear of accountability, fear of people paying attention. And what you're about to see next shows exactly why that fear is spreading.
And Brett, this just breaking right now, the Secretary of State and the State Department are announcing that they have revoked 80,000 visas, American visas, in the year 2025. So far, we get a partial breakdown of those. I will read a couple to you. 16,000 visas revoked for DUI. 12,000 visas revoked for assault and 8,000 for theft. We also know about 8,000 student visas for foreign students studying here in the United States have been revoked. We're going to get you the full breakdown on those numbers, but there you have it for now.
Now let's move to what the media does not want to focus on. Ordinary Americans pushing back harder than before. You've got people confronting leaders, standing up publicly, and refusing to play along with the script. And notice this, the more people stand up, the more the system tries to clamp down, spin or shame them. That's not stability, that's insecurity. And what's happening in this next moment will make that completely obvious. This next part shows you exactly why officials are rattled, because people inside the system are calling it out. When lawmakers themselves start pointing out the cracks, the double standards, and the pressure campaigns, you know the narrative is slipping away. This is the moment the government fears, when their own people start speaking honestly. That's why every reaction feels tense, rushed, and defensive. And trust me, what comes next is even bigger.
The spirit of freedom and American values. Huge news during the 89th legislative session, I offered an amendment on our ban on foreign enemies owning Texas land. And the amendment just said that the governor can declare any terrorist threat as an additional group that cannot own Texas land. And today, because of that amendment, because the conservatives have fought so hard for it, our governor, to his credit, just declared that CARE, which represents Islamic relations, as well as the Muslim Brotherhood, cannot own Texas land. This is a massive step in towards protecting Texas from becoming Islamified and looking like the UK, where it's illegal to share the gospel on the street corner. Look, we got to push back. Islam is not compatible with Western society, with our Christian values, or with our American culture. So thank you, Governor Abbott. And this is why we fight. This is why we fight.
Now, this is where it gets obvious. You're seeing reactions online that completely blow up the official stories. Instead of the public falling in line, they're calling out inconsistencies, exposing the spin, and showing the receipts in real time. This is why the establishment is panicking. They can't control the flow anymore. Regular people with phones are now beating billion-dollar media outlets. And the final update this morning, it ties everything together.
Right now here in Dearborn, Michigan, you have a group of Christian protesters who have came out here to Dearborn, as it is the #1 city for Islam here in the United States, as it is one of the only towns here in the United States where the majority of the population belongs to the religion of Islam. Some people have been attacked. One man attempted to burn the Quran as he beat the Quran with bacon. The police have now shown up. Counter protesters are over here. You have Palestinian protesters, Islamic protesters, and it has gotten wild here. People have been pepper sprayed. Camp Higbee was pepper sprayed, and you're also seeing street takeovers as well, as people have blocked off all of the road, and now traffic is coming through. And yes sir, I got you. And right now you have a bunch of people, and it's only about 3:30 right now. It could get wild here in Dearborn, Michigan. We'll see what happens.
This last part is the clearest sign that things are shifting. When people start openly challenging the system, questioning the motives, and refusing to be intimidated, that's a cultural turning point. And that's why reactions look so frantic right now, because the old playbook isn't working. People are awake, informed, and speaking out. This is what happens when the truth can't be contained. And this morning proved one thing: they're losing their grip faster than anyone expected.
It's been 2 weeks since we won the election. We've been pretty busy.
Jack's the Democratic Socialist, Zohran Mamdani.
Too often, this is a time of just celebration as opposed to preparation. We want to make it both.
A lot of these things are new, but one of them is pretty old: fundraising. But why are we fundraising? Well, we have less than 50 days until we take office. We have a lot to do. We have to vet the 50,000 resumes we've received. Thank you. We have to keep paying our incredible team. Thank you. And we have to plan not just our inauguration, but our policy implementation. Now, unlike the campaign, transitions do not get public matching funds from the city. So that 8-to-1 match, gone. It's up to us to raise the money. Usually campaigns take that as an opportunity to rely on wealthy donors, but that's not us. You've already been incredible. We've raised more than $1 million in just 2 weeks. Our average donation is around $77, and more than 12,000 of you have donated so far, which is much lower than the last administration's transition. But we're still asking for your help because we need to raise $4 million in total, so January 1st can be the day we start to deliver, not start to prepare. I hope very soon not to have to ask you for money, but until then, I'm asking for you to go to transition2025.com and give whatever you can to help build a New York that everyone can afford. This is your city, and I can't wait to get to work.
It's not going to go, man.
No, I'm kidding. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
What you saw there is a desperate Zohran Mamdani, the New York City mayor-elect, and he is absolutely stating that his plan wasn't ever geared to work without your money. He is now begging for money. He needs more cash for the transition. If you found this breakdown helpful, hit the like, subscribe, and ring that bell so that we keep exposing the clowns running the circus. I'm Ben. Thanks for watching. Stay alert. Stay free.